Agile Scrum Introduction. Agile is a development mindset focusing on delivering customer value. Scrum is an iterative and incremental agile software development method. Let's meet some of the key players. Nancy is our customer. She owns a company, and she is planning to develop a website to support video on demand. She wants her viewers to watch seamlessly any videos based on a subscription model. She also wants her user to watch from any device, whether it be a laptop or a mobile device. She wanted to try Agile Scrum, as she only have an overall idea of what she is expecting of her website, and expect to fine-tune the requirements as and when the project progresses. To help her achieve a fantastic product, we have our Scrum team. The Scrum team comprises of the product owner, development team and our Scrum Master. The product owner have a good vision of the product. He clearly understands what to deliver, and is able to prioritize features accordingly. The development team is a cross-functional, self-organizing team. They focuses more into how the feature is to be developed. Optimal team size is 7 ± 2. The Scrum Master helps the team solve its problems. The Scrum Master assumes the role of facilitator, mentor, coach, and also as a mediator in resolving conflicts. Now let's see how Agile Scrum can be adopted to develop our software in phases, while maintaining customer expectation. Agile Scrum focuses on the highest business value in the shortest time. To achieve this, our product owner meets our customer, and understands the key features, which brings real business value. In our case, Nancy tells our product owner that her top priority is for users to log in and watch movies seamlessly. In addition to that, she wants her users to watch movie on various handheld devices, and be able to sell premium videos to specific customers. The product owner maintains the requirements and captures it in a list called the product backlog. The product backlog items are now ranked depending on business value and associated technical risks. The product owner ensures that the product backlog is visible, transparent, and clear to the development team to the level needed. In short, product backlog is an ordered list of everything that might be needed in the product, and is the single source of requirements for any changes to be made to the product. Sprint plan meeting is now conducted in 2 parts. In the first meeting, the product owner presents to the team a set of product backlog items, which he considers can add value to the customer. The number of items selected from the product backlog is solely up to the development team. Sprint goal is now crafted by the entire Scrum team. In our case, the team decides to implement a basic video streaming website, leaving out the mobile implementation for future sprint. Having set the sprint goal and selected the product backlogs, the development team conducts a second sprint plan meeting. In this meeting, the development team decides how it will go about building the features. The outcome of this meeting is the sprint backlog. The sprint backlog consists of the product backlog, plus the plans on delivering them. The heart of Scrum is a sprint, spanning 2 to 4 weeks, during which a usable, and potentially shippable product increment is created. During the sprint, no changes are made that would endanger the sprint goal, or that can affect the quality. Scope may be clarified and renegotiated between the product owner and development team, as and when required. Each sprint has a definition of what is to be built, a design and plan that will guide building it, the work itself, and the resultant product. Sprint duration is time-boxed. That is, the duration is fixed, and the sprint is stopped regardless of the status of the sprint goal. On a daily basis, the development team meets for 15 minutes, to discuss among themselves what each one did the previous day, what they will work today, and what are the current impediments that is preventing them from achieving the sprint goal. This meeting is time-boxed to 15 minutes to promote quick decision-making. If there is more to discuss, it's done outside, after the daily scrum. daily Scrum is a key inspect and adapt meeting. Now the burn-down chart is updated for the sprint. The burn-down chart displays the remaining effort for a given period of time. Generally speaking, the burn-down chart should consist of X-axis to display working days, Y-axis to display remaining effort, ideal effort as a guideline, and the real progress of effort. Even though Scrum does not enforce, the development team is best suited to update the burn-down chart. For the entire sprint duration, our development team continues to develop the product, and have the daily Scrum to continuously inspect and adapt. During the sprint, our Scrum Master, on the other hand, ensures that he clears all the impediments raised by the development team, so that the team can perform optimally. A sprint review is held at the end of the sprint, to inspect the product increment. The participants include the Scrum team, and key stakeholders invited by the product owner. During this meeting, the development team demonstrates the work that it has done. The product owner discusses the product backlog as it stands. The entire group then collaborates on what to do next. This is an informal meeting, not a status meeting, and the presentation of the increment is intended to elicit feedback and foster collaboration. The sprint review meeting provides valuable input to subsequent sprint planning. In the sprint review, our development team shows Nancy her live website, which allows any user to subscribe and watch from a list of movies. Nancy is extremely happy to see that her site have already started earning her money. She is now confident that she can earn more, with the new features being added in subsequent sprints. The sprint retrospective is the final meeting of the sprint. The purpose of the sprint retrospective is to inspect how the last sprint went with regards to people, relationships, process, and tools. By end of this meeting, team would have an ordered list of potential improvements, and a plan for adopting them in the next sprint. This completes one sprint cycle. Based on the business value, the product backlog gets constant refinement by the product owner. The next sprint starts with a sprint plan meeting by the product owner, to explain what he expects of the current sprint. Followed by the sprint plan meeting by the development team, to decide how to develop the new set of backlogs. The development team then starts to work on the backlogs, and have the daily Scrum meeting to understand new impediments, which then Scrum Master owns in resolving it. Towards the end of the sprint, all stakeholders are again called for the sprint review, to inspect the product, and then by the sprint retrospection meeting to inspect the current process and adopt more optimized process. By the end of the last sprint, Nancy have got a fantastic product with all her users' suggestions incorporated. The best part is, she started earning from much earlier phase of software development, which otherwise would not be possible if the software was developed using traditional waterfall model.